Welcome to Strat Chat. My name is Martin, and this is episode 11 of our West African playthrough. If you've been watching, you will know that we had a king who was within touching distance of becoming an emperor and died, and the land the realm has splintered somewhat. His son murdered all his children, so that the Princess Ebele, or now High Shaman Ebele, didn't lose further land when he was murdered very shortly after he became king. So here we are with a queen. We're looking at Guinea as the region of Africa, and we're going to be thinking about. We're going to really rethink our strategy, rethink how we're going to move forward. So let's shrink my head and get started. Okay, first thing I want to do is just have a little look at her. So she's not an amazing character. She has a hashish addiction, which is not great news for her stewardship or her learning, neither of which are fantastic. She's a mediocre character. There's no question about that. The one thing that she does have going for her is that she is only 19 years old, so we have a lot of time ahead potentially, and she has unpressed claims on 4 kingdoms. And I suspect that we're going to be looking at trying to gain those kingdoms for her at some point. She's allowed 5 holdings, so I think we need to find her a husband matrilineally. No. So these people with very, very high sort of stewardship are very, very elderly. But you know what? Maybe it's not such a bad thing to have her marry somebody quite elderly. I mean, I think anybody above 10 will actually give us enough holdings. See if we can find somebody a little bit more balanced for her. Now, here is a chap who is very, very well balanced, has enough stewardship that he'll give her a bonus of 2, but also if he's able to give her children, will potentially pass on the intelligence trait. That kind of feels like a nice selection of possibilities there, so let's do that. So we have no player heir, and so that's something that obviously we're working on. Right, let's look at the situation here. So we've got an outstanding chancellor, albeit that absolutely hates us. Let's put us onto domestic affairs, see if she can improve that situation for us somewhat. I mean, the unfortunate thing is everybody hates us. So let's just go for the best we can. And she is currently developing Idoma. Have we got a decent marshal? Not particularly, but it's probably a good idea to promote her for now. She's the best there is, and she's powerful vassal who absolutely despises us. Right, spy master. Okay, so a negative 21 actually makes Princess Ebele one of the people who most likes me. So we'll definitely promote her, and she's immediately in positive terrain, which is fantastic. Right, she's definitely going on protection. 7 more months in Igbo in order to give us 100% control. That's fine. So I like what everybody's doing. So he's in the county of Jiho. He's converting. Not a particularly good high shaman. Can we improve on that? We certainly can. Went from 5 to 2 years. That's very, very good indeed. I think this is the person who we need to sway initially. Gosh, this all feels a little bit desperate, but it's going to take some time, I think, before we're in any kind of like decent shape. So she's in the stewardship focus, but she only so far has cutting cornerstones. Let's put her on the domain focus. That might even increase. It does increase it. That's good news. And with the husband coming, I think we're going to be all right for hanging on to all 7, or certainly this 6, which would be really, really good. So have a look at these things. Right, it'd be nice to give that away. I mean, it's in a terrible state. I'm very tempted to give it away. And, well, that's actually, I mean, fertility, tiny amount of prestige. I mean, I'm a 19-year-old woman. I suspect I don't need that much help with fertility at the moment. Let's see if we can give some of these things away. Let's just look at the Royal Court, see if we've got additional things here. All these are displayed. All of these are in good condition. There's really nothing here that's special at all. Let's randomly see if some of these people will take a gift of an artefact. Yeah. I don't think it'll make much difference, but it'll make a difference. Gift an artefact. Okay, I have to have an unequipped artefact. So if I go here, unequip that. So these trinkets are, I mean, this is quite good. Right, I probably do need somebody to start looking after things. I mean, having said that, 3 prowess. Is that useful? 5 opinion. It's not a lot, but those things are on their way out. I don't want to spend money on saving them, so I'm getting some benefit from them. Right, let's have a look at this. Court physician. Doesn't particularly like me. He's average. Opinion bonus. This guy likes me somewhat more. I think we have to go with this one. So I think that's an improvement. The fact that he just despises me a little bit less than the other guy. Court tutor, excellent. Food taster, not at all keen on me. I think we've got to go for somebody who at least has positive attitude. I may even have to go for my mother, just because it's just too serious having a food taster who might become involved in the plots to murder you. Now this is a good champion. But this guy is also good, and he has a more positive opinion. My initial target obviously is to get an heir. At the moment, if I pass away, I die. I think my second goal is to survive any attempts to murder me. No one seems to like me very much, so surviving any attempts at murdering me is obviously key. The next thing is to build up my economy. So this is going to take time. I need to build up the economy. At the moment, we're on minus 0.1, which isn't a lot. Gradually, I think that this situation will improve, because all of these places have poor control. So it will gradually improve. But also, I think when I'm buying things, I think what I need to be buying, frankly, is buildings that are going to provide income, because this bottom line here has got to be better. Once I'm in a slightly better financial position, my next goal will be to build up my military. And at that point, I can start thinking perhaps about conquests and things like that. I don't think I'm in any sort of a position to go to war for quite some time. If I went to war, this number would become very, very bad, and the 33 goal wouldn't last very long. So that's basically what I'm aiming to do here. I know that. One thing I do want this character to try to achieve longer term is to make this a proper female preference society, a matriarchy. And in order to do that, I'm going to need to get myself up to limited crown authority, wait 10 years, and then get to high crown authority, because at that point I can change succession laws. And I only want to do this because this is a woman, and we are in a situation where I don't know that I ever have. I probably have played for female preference, actually, but it's it's just different. It kind of feels to me like that's what this character would be trying to achieve. I don't know whether she's going to be aiming for becoming an emperor in her lifetime. I think it's just too early to say whether that's realistic or not. We got lots and lots to do in order to kind of strengthen the realm we've got. I think then we can think about where we go next. Actually, let's just take a look at the military. Military's reasonably good. Reasonable champions. Have we got any unmarried people in our court? Right, all of our knights are still male, so we could potentially use these people to attract some better knights. Yeah, let's have him. Now, my mother, very high status. She should be able to get somebody good. 15. Let's go for that. Okay, so we boosted our military just a little bit. and I think it's time to hit go. Okay, let's sort out my husband. What's he doing? So, okay, on assist rule, we're still only on 7, so I've got to put him on that. Okay, but at least now I have 7 of 7. Okay, financial situation already improved quite considerably. Okay, dangerous factions. So I think the first thing I'm going to be doing is trying to protect myself from people who can murder me. So that's why I'm trying to sway the council. Then I'm going to be looking at people who might rebel against me. So then I'm going to be looking at the vassals. And actually, it's not quite, well, it's pretty dire, isn't it? Okay. Right, let's have a look at the factions. And there are several. And there's one that's already dangerous. I can't even form some duchies and sort of parcel them out to sort of calm people down. Truth is, I've just got to, I might just have to fight. Right, let's see that get to 100. Okay, so I'm going to send the tax collector to do this, I think, because he's a much better steward than me. It is a stewardship challenge, I think. I might get a lifestyle perk out of it. Right, there is a possibility of me dying here. I think I should adopt this child. Does it actually give me an heir? No. It's not. Okay, so holding taxes will go down, but development growth will go up. And this is of it in Igala. Yeah, I'm living with that. Okay, holding taxes, it's only for 10 years, isn't it? Okay, but the development growth is growing. It's not particularly affected my income. And I've got a new stewardship point. Okay, we'll go for this one first. Just increase our income very slightly. Okay, so Marshall's finished in this place here, so we're now getting 0.86. Where do we send him next? Let's send him to Lejour. So we're doing first the domain that is also of our culture and also of our religion. And we're quite stressed. I wonder how expensive it would be to go on a hunt. Yeah, still too expensive at the moment. Yeah, I could easily take a kingdom off her. The problem I've got is that I'm facing a rebellion very, very soon. 13 months has actually improved my vassal opinion. I think I don't really need a hunt. What I need is a feast. Lovely. Household savings. That makes a nice big difference. Could call a hunt. I think I need the money for this. That's nice. Lost a lot of stress there with my friend. We're at 1.7. Ooh. Offer concubine. Right, I'm turning down concubines at the moment. I'll give my husband a little bit longer to impregnate me. That's very good news. So I've just become friends with my chancellor, who is also a powerful vassal. What's that going to do? So that massively reduces the power of this faction, because she's now my friend. She's dropped out. I'm also at 1.7 now, and very soon Idoma is going to be at 100% control. So for 10 years I won't be able to attack that area, but I'll get 55 gold. I'm going to go for it. So basically, as the fear of this faction disappears, this gold eventually, as it's building up, might be able to be used for something better than just keeping it ready for a war. Let's see if we can get control to 100%. My control's gone up to 4 here. So this is almost certain to make me feel unwell, isn't it? It's only a very small chance of me being killed. Not particularly keen to lose every subject to lose 5 opinion of me. Alright, looks like we're going to go for the small health penalty. I'm still going to get 44 stress. Okay, this is probably the least of the harm, isn't it? Spend 35. I don't want to spend 200 prestige. Let's go for this one. Mind you, no. How horrific was that? Can't hold court because still on practically minus 600. But I'm about to get to 100% here. There we go. Very, very popular. Okay. This place is next. And we're on 1.8. Can I actually buy anything? Because I quite like to buy trade port. Yes, but if I wait... that's just construction time. Yeah, let's just build it. That'll improve the financial situation in a couple of years' time. Okay, brilliant. We now have that place converted. So the religion is spreading. Spread it to Idema. It's got popular opinion is pretty good, actually. Got a lot of popular opinion. It's with my vassals that I'm less popular. And even with them, things have improved considerably. Kind of annoys me that you can't just dismiss these. I'm not going to build this, no matter how many times it comes up. But you can't dismiss it. So this will be complete round about the same time that that's complete, and that will really improve the financial situation that we're in. We're nearly on 0.2 as it is, on 2 gold per turn anyway. Okay. What are we spending this on? Have I got any hooks? Only on children. I think we'll go for it because we want to work our way up to get some of these like hair gold and stuff like that. So this is a populist faction. These are not normally that dangerous. Right, large herd of cattle. This is a nice situation to be in. Right, we want to develop this county, so we're going to take that risk. Oh, what a shame. What a shame. Right, so this guy quite likes us now. Purely a point of view of staying alive, we're probably best working on the Spy Master. 68, I'm quite happy with positive 68. Be nice if my husband liked me a little bit more. Well, that's helped with the prestige. I think I need to take a concubine. These are all really old men. Ah. Right, take this chap as my concubine because I really need children. I can always sack him from that position once I've got the children I want. Right, so, do you know, there have been no attempts to murder me. I'm not going to bother employing another bodyguard. I've got one, that's fine. Now look at 2.5 gold per month. What an improvement. My court physician has died. Okay, I do need to replace him. Okay, can I find somebody? Right, let's bring this guy along and see if he can fill the role of court physician. He's average, but he doesn't dislike me as much as my antiquarian. Right, we've got the small harbour, so we're now on 3.1, which is really, really nice. Don't seem to have an exposure. Is it just possible that there's an exposure? No. Okay, so we don't currently have an exposure. We've got a small harbour here. That's made a huge difference. What are we going to do here? Hunting grounds will will give us more money, but it will also increase the effect of our light cavalry and our archers. That's all of our military at the moment. The level of splendour's increased, which is brilliant news. We're getting a lot of very, very popular within our own domain. Already on 3.1. Right, she's on 73. I think we need to work on our steward next. Actually, my husband isn't a bad idea. But I'm very, very definitely not getting very pregnant. Okay, good. I am now pregnant, literally just after I said I'm not pregnant. 3.2, 100% control here. And this is a place that's just doing so much better than it was. Let's send him to Ibibo, or her to Ibibo, I should say. 66 there, 76 there. It won't be long, and all of these places will be good. I think we want to be at least +5 per month before we even think about doing anything different. Interesting, I can't declare war anyway because I've got literally no prestige. My claims would cost me 200 and I don't have that. No, I think I need to imprison him. Okay, well, it's disbanded a faction, which is really good because I got this chap in prison. Ransom him for 50. Gain a weak hook. Right, we just want money at the moment. What's this? Oh, we'll definitely release her for 10 gold. Okay, nice. Okay, so I've got a daughter and I have an heir. Gets me a little bit of prestige. That's nice. Right, let's educate the child myself. And we need another child, really, don't we? Okay, so this is me party, isn't it? I never know what's best to do here. I think let's go for the big one. Oh, that looks nice. Prowess, but I'm not that fussed about having prowess. I mean, I've got a lot of prowess. It's better than that one. Okay, so who do we want to impress? Let's give it to her. Gift artifact. Gain 7 opinion. Let's do it. We're not doing anything till we get 100% control everywhere in this domain. I think there's only a gala left after Calabar. Right, we do have money. I think we'll stick with these hunting grounds. It's not quite so good with money, but it is also helping to improve the quality of our military. Let's go for this. Extort subjects, notify me when available. Let's do it. Extorted vassals, just 10 opinion. 180, but I get dread and tyranny. Go for it. Okay, let's have a modest... I do need to lose some stress. Let's go for that. Okay, good. So it's a good opportunity to improve. These people declined, though. I don't want this to be too costly. Which of them is the most powerful? Insignificant. Insignificant. Just really doesn't matter, does it? Let's throw out the one that doesn't like me. So we converted faith in another county. I guess we'll go for here. I mean, he's 41 now. He's really, really good. Really, really good. Interesting conversation sounds good. Diplomacy and learning goes up. Or become close to forming a friend. How powerful is he? Let's gain the trait. Yeah, let's go for that one. Let's have a look at this chap. He is intelligent. He's also gay. Okay, probably could do with a couple of kids. So let's go. Let's take this guy as a concubine. Right, I can now actually hold court. I'm already at an activity, but I can now hold court, which is interesting. That's disbanded another faction, which actually means that there is only one faction left. Wants to destroy the realm, and it's getting weaker and weaker and weaker. Kefa, this is the woman I've just insulted. She has an army of less than 100, 161, 777. This is no danger to me. I just need to see if it grows, then maybe, but we're good. Okay. Well, I'm gaining higher standards of courtesy, which give me a little bit more prestige, +1 prestige per turn. Right, I don't want her to have a weak hook. I could hold court. I could also now think about war, though she's much, much more powerful than she was. Why is that? Because of their allies. 2,000 troops. I could murder him relatively easily. What about Borgu? Try to war him. The military strength is yet superior. Where is he situated? Here. Or I could just go for these little places. Go for some little wars. Some little holy wars. I'm doing really well in terms of like stabilising the kingdom. We're in positive prestige. We're making a certain amount of money now. People don't hate us. The factions are closing down. We're building some buildings. I think we carry on with this for at least for now, probably till she's about 30, before we seriously think about offensive actions, whether that's trying to murder people or taking over kingdoms. Oh, that's nice news. Okay, lovely. Hunters' lodges are built. Yes, we can't build any of these, I don't think. But we could build this. +5 a month, that's nice. Take 3 years. Nice, bit of renown, bit of prestige, bit of grandeur. Good. Let's see what that child is, and then we'll continue. We'll consider sacking the concubines, which I'm not even bothered about it. Okay, who can I give it to? To who's it belong to? Who was it potentially belong to? Let's give it to him. I don't want to spend 75 to fix it. Right, no one seems to be trying to murder me. So let's go here and get my spy master getting hooks. How are we doing them? Right, she only hates us a bit now. Right, keep swaying the steward. Calabar is getting there now, 87, and then we got Igala, 81, getting there. Let's hold court. Yeah, let's do this one, get 150 prestige. Right, this is going to cost me. This is actually my steward, who I'm trying to sway. A cadastral. Perhaps it'll help us long term. It'd be interesting to see if that cadastral ends up being kind of worthwhile. We're on minus money now. Right, I'm going to get rid of my concubines. 2 children is plenty. already we have like essentially a succession problem, because she's going to get the whole of the kingdom of Yorubaland to work on that. Oh, interesting. Right, we're definitely going to bribe her. I don't know that I can. Okay, this lady, 100%. Okay. What's the chance of murdering her? What's the chance of murdering her? Pretty high. But our husband, it's even less lower. Okay. I think as soon as the spy master likes me, I'm going to start trying to sway her. So I think that'll make her more vulnerable to a later murder plot. Nice. Almost back in the black. Okay, so development progress increases by 35. That's great. Does every held county? That's quite a big jump, actually, isn't it? And she's a deviant, but she more likely than not won't allow herself to be blackmailed. Okay, so my antiquarian has died. It's probably not a disaster because he didn't really like me. How expensive is she? 0.16. All right, we'll spend it. Right, we've had some breaking up of empires. So my uncle's died. This chap is much, much weaker. Declaring war on him. His strength is similar to ours. In fact, this chap, or lady, her military strength is inferior. My claim's to the kingdom of Gur. So this is very tempting to do. Okay. We're in credit. Our council no longer hates us, even my husband. Our vassals have chilled considerably. Just her that's problematic. We're making 3.5 now instead of negative. I think this represents a new phase in this character's life. Be nice to get up to 100% in our domain before we go to war, but maybe we're coming close to the time where we need to, retake a kingdom. I think it's a good place to stop. But I think I've achieved all of kind of the initial things. The only thing I haven't actually is going to limited crown authority, so we'll pass that now. Okay, we're far, far more stable, far, far stronger position. And one of our targets has weakened, and it's probably time that we went to fight them. All right, I'll be back on Monday. Don't forget that we are doing a Twitch stream on Tuesday, so watch out for that. Don't forget to like and subscribe, especially if you're still watching at this point, and I will be back on Monday. Thanks very much for watching. Bye-bye.